Hi, I'm Dr. Roadhouse, and I want to introduce you to my patient, Jeff Clark. Jeff just started in the thyroid program, and he's been previously diagnosed with autoimmune thyroid Hashimotos. So anyway, why don't you kind of take us back, because this has been going on since, well, I mean, you went to Mayo Clinic around 2000, so it was obviously going on before that, but then it just obviously got to a point where you got bad enough where you're going to these doctors, and then you went to Mayo Clinic. So
right. What happened is everything seemed fine. I was fairly healthy until January of 2000, and then I had a really bad upper respiratory infection for about a week. And from that point on, since then, I've just had a lot of fatigue, had the irritable bowel syndrome. Anything you eat, goes through fairly quickly. Extreme fatigue. I've gone to a lot of different doctors. We used to live in Indiana, so we had some different doctors I went to there. They tried a lot of different diets, yeast-free, tried a lot of supplements. We did some blood work or blood tests where they wanted to see what I was allergic to. Got me off those foods, tried some different things. Nothing seemed to really work or make any difference. Went to Mayo Clinic. They ran through all of the neurological and all the tests and everything, and it basically concluded that I had, chronic fatigue syndrome is what they called it. And they said, we don't know what it is, how to treat it, so we're going to call it chronic fatigue syndrome. And also said that it had the Hashimoto, and so really didn't have much of a, hope or anything. I had issues or had problems sleeping, so I went through CPAP, BiPAP, C-Flex, all the different machines. That didn't really seem to help. Finally, one of the doctors prescribed Provigil, and that seemed to, that really is the only thing that has really made any difference in my life, I think, at this point, any medication. It has, woken my brain up where I can function, really, during the day. The problem is that you can only take it Monday through Friday, so you don't build a resistance to it. So on the weekends, I'm very sluggish, very slow. In the mornings before I take it, very shaky, fat fingers.
Fat, you mean like swollen?
Well, just feel like clumsy.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole memory fog, all the typical, symptoms. So, so we were kind of, my wife and I were talking, and it's just like, what do we do? This has been going on for 12 years now, and she got an email, or I don't know, somehow she saw your website or saw something, and that's kind of where we started. So it was like perfect timing, and because we're kind of getting to a point where it's like I can't continue to live like this. I work from home, fortunately, which is really good because I don't have to drive or commute or anything, and that helps out a lot. But still, it's just you have some rough days, and just ready to get it fixed.
Okay, so when you came in, also on the Mayo Clinic, when I was reading your all your medical records, they said in there that they think possibly that you might have fibromyalgia too. And if you remember on the DVD, we said that if you have a thyroid problem long enough, which is mostly metabolic and some neurological, you're probably going to end up getting fibromyalgia. And if you have fibromyalgia long enough, you're going to end up getting thyroid. And so a lot of the symptoms, the fog, you have balance problems, dizziness, vertigo,
joint pain,
random that migrates all around.
Feet hurt all the time.
Yeah. So and then sensitivity, light, the memory, the concentration, and if it wasn't for the Provigil, which is a temporary fix, I mean, you'd be in a lot worse shape than we are. It'd probably make it to the point where you'd have a difficult time working, getting through
Absolutely.
the day.
Without the Provigil, I fall asleep, or I'm just so fatigued, so tired, I actually fall asleep, and so.
Okay, good. Well, anyway, we've done the lab work. Like I said, this is his first week here. We're really excited. He's a perfect candidate. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get started, and then we're going to check back in you every so often so we can chart your progress, and look forward to getting you back to normal again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.